And welcome to another episode of FPL Agony. Trying to make fantasy football less like hell.
Premier League back. The FPL is back. How do you feel?
Terrible.
How many drafts? Go on.
I've got about 6 that I'm on a go with at the minute.
It's amazing to have it back though. I'm well chuffed, honestly.
Yeah.
It's been so boring for the last 3 months.
No, it's not for me.
Well, it's been great to see England women's win the Euros.
Oh,
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Go on, Lionesses.
You deserve it, 100%. And also, welcome to the second best stadium in London. Do you know what the first is?
No, you're going to tell me though.
No, it's Upton Park and it's no longer there. It's a Nisa local now, unfortunately. But also, welcome to the stadium. We're going to have the best debutant this weekend.
Parliament?
On Sunday. No, obviously, Brentwood Hammer, Flynn Downs.
Oh.
Happy days. Nice t-shirt, by the way.
Oh no, it's a dashing yellow.
Where'd you get it from?
The shop, Scott.
Oh, the FPL shop.
You bought it for me, Scott.
Oh, that's on the PayPal paying free. Oh yeah,
yep, I will reimburse you at some
lovely,
point.
jubbly. Yeah, it's great. It's a really nice fit. Have a look, guys. I think you'll really find some nice stuff there.
Cool. Nice.
Right, so coming up today is the time. It's here. It's our semi team selection.
My 90% final draft
Gameweek
selection.
1. Yeah, I mean, I've got one solid draft, but there's also like a mad draft that if I'm feeling a bit lucky, like I've done my lottery numbers or something, I might go for it.
I feel a bit sick.
But
I ain't gonna lie.
But I'm fairly confident. You know, it's a decent team, and you'll see it later. So, also, what we've got coming up is our Premier League predictions for the season.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to look at top 4, maybe top 6, relegation, and maybe our surprise package. So that's coming up today as well.
Yeah, and then we're gonna answer some questions.
Yeah.
And then some achievements. That's nice, isn't it?
Oh, I love an achievement.
Stick with the positives, because we're going to stress out a lot this year. So.
Yeah, 100%. Let's do it. Yeah.
Anyway, first off, we are looking at my team or yours?
You go for yours first.
Oh, my team. Okay, so let's have a little juicy gander at this. Right.
Hopefully you'll see this on your screen as well.
Oh, it should. Hopefully our cameraman's done a very good job here. So what do you think of that, Scott?
Right, we're going to individually talk about players, or we're going to just give it as a position?
Overall, is it an upgrade to my first draft?
I'm not going to lie, I can't remember it. No, I think we've got no more Nicholas Pope.
Oh, Nicholas Poppy.
That guy, he's not in. So we've got
gone.
Ramsdale in and goal. I think that is a solid £5 million goalkeeper, 100%. I think he's probably the best £5 million goalkeeper to go for the price. I think it's more guaranteed clean sheets. Arsenal's got a good start. Defence is also looking really, really strong. We've got Robertson, we've got Cancelo. Which one it is, I don't know, guys.
Let's put a bit more of a sort of Mediterranean vibe on it.
Yeah, it's alright. No, it's fine. We've got Trent and we've got Johnny Cash as well from Villa. Is it Johnny Cash? Matty Cash. Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash was a
What a ledge. Right, so I think Matty Cash is a really solid pick for £5 million. You've got a lot of those picks at £5 million, guys. You've got Trippier, you've got Cash, you've got Zinchenko, you've got Walker, and I think Cash up against Bournemouth on that first game of the season with their defence on that right.
Bournemouth look like they're struggling.
Yeah, I think Cash is a really solid £5 million pick. He's new from your team, I know that. All right, let's talk about the main man. You know, maybe not the highest owned this season, but
Salah.
we've got Salah.
I think to get rid of him is
it's ludicrous. I think you are losing a lot of points in the first few weeks.
Although I haven't got Son. Son has done wonders for my team.
So is it a toss-up between Salah and Son for you?
No. It is Salah in. But not having Son in my team doesn't feel right. It's like taking a corner kick with my right foot. I'm left-legged, so...
I think, but Salah, you can't go without him, guys. I think, personally, for me, you'll see he's in my draft anyway.
Yeah, I know people have had a toss-up as well between Haaland and Kane.
Have they?
Yeah, there's been lots of debates about that on Twitter, but I've gone with Haaland. I just think City's fixtures look promising.
I think it's the biggest debate at the moment, Haaland versus Son. Haaland versus Kane, I think, for the same price.
Yeah.
It's either or.
And
it's a tricky one.
And Jesus is, Jesus, however you want to pronounce his name, I'm going to get that wrong, as many other players in the game this season.
Highest ownership is insane.
He was one of my first picks when I had that panic draft.
I think if there's one player, and I think a lot of people have spoken about this across the community, but Jesus, Gabriel, he is 100% undervalued this year. Underpriced. Like for £8 million, every season he's 8.5.
I think it was fantastic when the game started. He was at City, and then he's gone.
Yeah, no, 100%. Because if he was priced at Arsenal, he would be an 8.59, I believe.
Yeah.
But 8.5 every season for the last 3 years has been a bit sticky to have him in. But I think at £8 million.
Yeah, I'm thinking what else. I've gone Bruno G in my team for the minute. I don't know. I just feel like he's got.
I think he's one of my players to avoid, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I know. That's where we're divided on that.
I think Dewsbury Hall is a great addition for £5 million. He's been doing well in pre-season.
Yeah.
He's done really well.
He'll play more as well, I think.
Depending on obviously the Madison situation, he'll get a lot more minutes.
I think he'll play anyway, Scott.
Yeah, no, I agree.
He seems
100%.
to be one of Rodgers' guys now. So.
I think the bench, we'll look at the bench. I think it's quite a template bench, to be honest. I think a lot of us will have the same.
Sorry, we've got to apologise. That is not an elephant urinating in the background. There is a fountain play area, which is distracting us.
I didn't know we were coming.
Well, he just came on.
Well.
Anyway, my bench.
The bench, I think
my strategy is strong 11.
Yeah, 100%. I think everyone's strategy at the start of the season should be that. It's just trying to fill up the bench. But with the 5 substitute rule now, I think a lot of people are forgetting about that. These players will get minutes. You know, a lot more.
Yeah, I might think about Greenwood swapping for Archer maybe, just because he might get a few more minutes.
So we've obviously got Ward in goal, which I think in the last 4 days or so, everyone's in the community has been talking about it. He could be Leicester's first choice now.
Yeah, I wouldn't play him over Ramsdale still.
No, but you've still got a first choice.
But his price could go up.
100%. Yeah, of course, and you get him in now.
I need that money so I can buy better players.
Nico Williams at the back is a great first defender sub, I believe.
Yeah,
left wing back. I think he's got Newcastle. If you do need one of them to come on, he's the one at the free. Andreas Pereira, we spoke about him in our bargain videos.
Yeah.
I think he is a really solid.
He's the best 4.5.
Yeah, 100%. I agree.
Anyway, grazie, Scott. That's very kind of you.
No
Much
worries.
kinder than
As I said to
the
you
first
before,
time.
you can pay me later. And then we finish up for Greenwood, and not the Greenwood from Leeds. I think for 4.5, it's a really solid option. He will play, depending on how far behind he is in the pecking order though. So obviously you've got Bamford back now.
He'll get minutes.
He's doing well in pre-season.
But that's what I mean.
It's
the 5 sub rule.
See, mine's a little bit different to Greenwood, but we'll go into that in a minute. But yeah, solid draft. So 90% you're saying?
90%. No doubt with me, there'll be literally 10 seconds to go. Change.
Yeah, I think it's going to be like that all the way to the deadline. So we'll have to probably send out another video. Like
hopefully the website on the app don't crash.
Or at least a tweet with confirming our teams. But it's good. Right, shall we move on to mine?
Let's have a look, Scott. Go on.
We will start with the goalkeeper.
You've gone a cheaper keeper.
I've gone a little bit. I've gone for the 4.5 keeper. Yeah. I think there's probably a better 4.5 than I've gone for. Potentially Sanchez if you're looking for a rotation with Ward at the start of the season.
But where you've gone there, you've kind of upgraded your defence a little bit more. I say that Walker's still 5 million, but 2 City defenders and 2 Liverpool defenders.
Obviously, we spoke about Trent already. We spoke about Robbo. We spoke about Cancelo. But I think the Walker pick is different for me because City haven't signed another fullback. The Cucurella deal's obviously fallen through, and he looks like he's heading to Chelsea, which at that point could be a good price point and good pick for you guys. But for Walker at 5 million, if he's gonna play, double City defence.
He's gonna play.
For the start, he's going to play, isn't he? At the start of the season, double at City defence, and their games look good. You know, West Ham away is tricky, obviously here at West Ham. But I think the games after, for that Bournemouth game, that's the one you want.
Yeah,
right?
Hopefully there's not going to be too much stress in defence with Pep Roulette.
I think right now we'll be okay because there's no Champions League, but I think long term it could be a little bit trickier. Again, Salah we spoke about in your draft. There's no point in going through that.
He's got to be captain as well, hasn't he?
100% after that. Yeah, the performance against City. You know, he would have picked up 13 points if that was an FPL game.
Oh, love that.
Shield. So yeah, 13 points.
Okay, we need that straight away.
That's without captaincy, so you've got to have that. I've gone for Bailey from Villa. I think he's had such a good pre-season for £5 million, even for a short-term pick, without having to book in a transfer so soon. I think that's the one you go for.
See, that's what I was debating, whether he comes in instead of Bruno G, just because then I've got an extra $1 million in the bank. But my
you don't
thing,
have to. No, I know,
but
you can keep Bruno G.
My thing is, oh hello, Fly.
Nice.
He wants to get on the action. Okay. Jeff Goldman.
Should we start that bit again?
Right, no, let's carry on. Right. So,
Neto.
Yeah.
For 5.5, he's had a good pre-season. Obviously, Jimenez is now injured, so I don't know.
Could play the false 9.
Yeah, or it could be Podence, who's also 5.5. But I just think Neto is a solid pick.
Then you got Wayne.
Have you?
No, you got Wayne.
Oh, right.
He can play there as well.
He can play there as well, yeah. Not Wang, no.
No.
Wang, yes.
Not corner Wayne.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And Saka, I've gone for Saka as my £8 million midfielder. Obviously, there's a bit of a template with £8 million midfielders. I think Saka's had a great pre-season, seemingly on pens. There's a chance that Martinelli can be on pens as well.
I just think Arsenal will score goals in those first 6 games.
And I think if Jesus is going to get some goals from assists, surely Saka's going to be involved in those assists. I'm sure.
If it wasn't going to be Saga, it's going to be Odegaard for me.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's a great. I think, is he the best £8 million midfielder?
To start with. I think to start with.
Mount's also another good pick, I think.
Yeah, I mean, look, you got...
Maddison
Mount.
would have been, but I think just...
Oh, yeah, look, there's an argument out there, isn't there? But for me, I think he's the best one to start with. And do you know what I like about both our teams, Scott? We can both downgrade to slightly better players who might perform a bit better after game week 3 or 4.
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
But the thing is, you free up funds.
You know, we've gone back to the Haaland debate. Haaland v Kane has been the biggest debate in the community for the last, 2-3 weeks, really. I know a lot of managers have tinkered between the two. One day they've got Kane, one day they've got Haaland. But I think it's one of those, because Kane's got Chelsea game week 2, do you really want to book in a transfer? And it could end up being 11
No, again, my strategy is don't make a transfer after game week 1, no matter what happens.
Yeah, you want to save. It's always good to go to game week 3, I think, with two free transfers.
Yes.
Because then you can also have free transfers and just take that -4.
Because
I wouldn't want to do that. I mean, I didn't take a -4 until like the game week 11.
Unless I panic and play my wild card proper early.
Yeah, but that's fine. That's fair enough. There is a chance for that because of the strategy, which we'll probably go into in another video. The strategy is effectively you've got 3 wild cards.
Oh yeah.
With the wild card before the World Cup wild card, if you wish, which is a wild card, it's unlimited transfers, and then you've got the wild card post game week 18, game week 19.
Well, that was fun. I think that's an upgrade in your team as well.
Well, I think if we look at the subs bench, it's very similar to yours. The only difference for me is that I've gone Cameron Archer. Is it Cameron Archer? Is that his name? Archer from Villa. Gerrard's, announced he's not leaving on loan, and I think again with the 5 sub rule and minutes, he's going to come on. And I think just to have it a little bit different, because I'm worried about Greenwood.
So the elephant's urinating again. Done.
As we were saying, I think with the 5 sub rule, he will go on and get minutes. And I'm worried about Greenwood because he's so highly owned now. If he does get sold, he's due for a price drop.
He is due for a price drop.
Quite soon, I believe. Because there's going to be a lot of fans that have set up their FPL team and won't touch it for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Ever again.
Probably ever again.
They're done. And I do think that he's a little bit more secure. That's what I think anyway. But that's me.
Still.
I did
nice little intro, Scotty.
I did look at my draft and you're getting, your Spurs assets in there. But I just don't think, here we go. Got a new friend, lads. But I just don't think long term is it worth it. I don't know. They've got a great start at Southampton. But
be interesting how Leeds get on.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are moving on to our season predictions.
Oh, this is tasty. Tasty.
Scott, do you think win the league?
City. I think once Harden gets going, he is the one for them. They've needed that striker for the last few seasons. They've won obviously back-to-back Premier Leagues without a striker, and now they've got that big man up front.
Yeah, I mean, what scared me about Liverpool is he made all the runs that they needed him to.
But
he
did have a lot of chances. He still had chances. I know he missed the open goal and he had a few other chances, but he's getting the chances.
I think Liverpool might pip it.
Really?
Just. Only because I think, if they can afford to get rid of Zinchenko, Sterling, Jesus.
Are they considerably weaker now, even with Haaland's addition?
They're just still a great side. I just think they seem more geared for Champions League.
Yeah, fair enough. They want the big one.
And maybe Liverpool probably want to be a bit more geared with the Prem.
So we're saying them both in the top 2?
Yeah, 100%.
Who else is in top 4 then?
Oh, God, take your pick. I think Arsenal will definitely push this year, 100%.
Do you think they'll get there?
Possibly.
I think they might this season.
Chelsea, it depends how inconsistent they are.
I think they'll get there this season.
Conte with Tottenham look good. And they've strengthened. They've got a squad. Not 11 anymore. They've got a squad. And they're adding still.
I think Tottenham are the ones to watch.
Man United will be the outsiders still. But will they do enough? I don't know. I think it's too soon. Europa League for them.
Would you say top 6 for them, yeah?
Yeah.
So, go on. Top 6. Not in any order.
So you're looking at City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, Spurs, maybe Man United.
Okay, I agree with that. I'll go with that. I think it's a solid company. We know what they're all obviously spending money.
Yeah.
I think Man United have shored up the defence, not with Luke Shaw, but with Lisandro Martinez.
Unsure.
But I'm looking forward to Lisandro Martinez, 5'9" Lisandro Martinez.
He's no bigger than us.
Coming up against 6'5" Gianluca Scamacca at West Ham.
He is no bigger than us.
Potentially could come off the bench. I don't think he'll start against City. on Sunday. But I think I'd look forward to West Ham and United in that game.
It'll be fun to watch.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Relegation.
Do you want to do this one?
3. I think we're going to, unfortunately to the Bournemouth fans that are watching us, I think Bournemouth will be
the beat up boys.
Yeah, I think they'll be the ones that they're barely strengthened. I don't know what the funds are and the finances are at Vitality, but I think they will struggle. You know, they start up against Villa, and I think Villa are going to be in for a real good showing for the first game of the season.
I think Fulham will be there as well.
Fulham, yeah, I think Fulham.
Unfortunately, because I like the way they played football in the Champ last season, but I think they're done. So
Fulham, Bournemouth. I'm going to go for a bit of a differential team to go down.
I was as well, go on.
I want to go for Everton.
Oh, I was going to say Southampton.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. I was going to say Southampton to go down. I think Forest will stay up.
Southampton, they've brought Joe Aribo from Rangers, who obviously part of the Europa League final.
I'm just not convinced with their signings.
Yeah, I agree.
And they're not going to be as strong defensively. They've got a couple of injuries there. I don't think they can be as strong up front anymore without Broja.
Yeah. I think it's potentially one of the two. For a surprise team to go down, I think it could be one of those two. Everton, for me. I think DCL's out again.
Yep.
For the first 6 weeks. Again. Dobbin's gone on loan. You know Dobbin?
Yep.
He was a 4.5 last season. He's gone out on loan. And Richarlison's obviously gone to Tottenham. So they're very light up front. They're really light up front. Supposed to bring back Idrissa Gueye from PSG, but he's like 32 now and he's only playing as a holding midfielder. So I don't know. Yeah.
We'll have to see with that.
Surprise package time.
Ooh, I don't know.
That's not a Cameraman challenge, by the way.
Although, have we got a Cameraman challenge today?
I think we have.
Have we?
Oh, look at that! Perfect
right
segue.
On cue. Oh, it's for me.
Can I read it for you? Because I need
to
get involved here, guys.
Oh, go on then. You keep reading, Scott.
Dear Signore, today on this special episode, we find ourselves at the rented accommodation of Scotty's beloved West Ham United. Thanks for that, Cameraman. Your challenge is to surprise Scott by buying him something nice from the West Ham shop. Here's 20 quid.
Oh! Grazie, Cameraman. I like this. Okay.
That's very, very nice.
I'll get you something rubbish, Scott. Okay.
Does that mean we now head in?
Well, we're heading in.
Amazing.
Right. Okay, we're heading in.
Right, Signore. There's no discount. Right, it's not 100 million, so you can't spread it across the entire back line and forward line, but I'm sure you can budget across. It might be like, a £4 thing. You can get a £5 in this. But we'll see.
Got like a sticker.
Maybe, who knows? I might have it on my wall.
We've got stickers for £7.
We have indeed. Also, we've got cushions as well. Love the cushions.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Alright, sweet. Good luck.
Thanks.
I'll see you soon. Ta-da.
So much power. I'm really baffed because I'm never buying It's very nice. In this hot weather, Exactly. It's a useful gift. Let's not go straight into Probably the only cup they have. Way. Do they sell binoculars? What are you looking for? Or no, so he can see the players when he goes to see a game. I'm Matt from FPL Agony, and I'm here with Scott. Hello, Scott.
Hello, Matt. How you doing?
I'm alright, thank you. Yeah. So we've set John on a challenge, and the challenge is to buy you something from the shop for 20 quid. What are you
It'll be interesting to see what he finds for 20 quid, guys, in that shop.
Pair of socks.
Yeah, maybe. I don't mind. I need.
What would you like? What are you secretly hoping for that he'll get
I don't really know because the shirt's 65 quid, Matthew. I mean, that's not going to happen, is it? Like, I don't really mind. Obviously,
I'm not buying you a shirt.
No, I don't want the shirt anyway, to be honest. Got a pair of tracksuit bottoms the other week. They were quite nice. They're for my coaching.
How much are they?
60 quid.
60 quid.
But got it on a little bit of a discount, so it was like 48 quid. But still, yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, I don't know, really. I mean, there's not much. We'll see.
Okay.
Decide.
Well, I hope he will surprise you.
Yeah, let's hope so.
That's actually really cool.
Rubber duck could work. When he's in the bubble.
Way.
There is no price on this ticket.
Maybe it's like the real thing. You rent it. What a team bus. Lego team.
Is that like, that's not Lego, that's not real Lego. Buildable set. They sell fake Lego.
20 quid. Right, look at it. Oh, God.
That's sick.
Oh, you might like that.
I reckon that's good. That's a great present because he'll keep him entertained.
That will. For a week.
Yeah, exactly.
Brother, there's some very trendy shirts.
Right.
Sword mugs and with different types of, you know.
Right.
It's nice, isn't it? It's a nice gift.
Oh, that's really nice.
We were struggling to think of the players.
I don't know actually. Colin Cole before he lost all his hair, maybe?
I was thinking the boy left or right back.
Oh, Ben Johnson.
Ben Johnson. And then
You've seen his dance, by the way. His dance is quality.
No.
He's got blonde hair. It might be Flynn Downs. Maybe just talk about the
Ooh,
signing. Love his
didn't think of that.
The Brentwood Hammer.
There you go.
Who's driving the bus though? Moyes is at the wheel. Way!
The wheels fall off.
Okay.
Yes.
Right, let's go.
Signore. So we've got some questions now. And we've had a couple of questions on the Facebook page, guys, and that's really good because we've not had a lot of interaction on the Facebook page. So it's really nice that someone's got involved. So thank you to Matt Evans for sending this in. And this question says, is it better to go big in midfield or big up front?
Right, I think there's a game changer in the league this season because I think the last couple of seasons FPL hasn't had the forwards to do it justice. You might have had Kane or Aguero who you're guaranteed to get points
And
if they're
only
fit.
them. But then last season, Kane started off really, really slowly for his price point. No one touched him until halfway through the season when the content
No,
came
but that's
in.
what I'm talking about. It was always better to go big in midfield,
You could do-
especially
like,
since
I
you've got
remember
players
last
like
season,
Salah's son that
I
play on the
started the
wing.
season with Antonio for 7.5. He stayed into my team until game week 34. And then I took him out on the wild card. And he was just good to have because of the price.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The cheaper forwards, if you like, they were the ones that kind of target. I never went premium forwards because there weren't the option.
And you
out
think
there.
this season, we spoke about it numerous times, but Jesus at 8 million.
That's a steal.
I just think it's
It's a
you
steal.
can't, like, he's so underpriced this season. I still think the midfield is bigger to go midfield because I think there's a lot more selection you can have.
More points.
Yeah, but also I think
More
something
bonus
we haven't
points.
spoke about, big at the back. I know there's no questions on that, but I think big at the back this season, you know, you got your Trents, you got your Cancelos, you got your Robos, you got your Jameses, you got your Perisic as well.
I always used to go one premium defender.
I'm worried
always.
about.
Now
I
I've
used to
got
always
three.
do that. I used to go for Trent and a few like 5 mils and 5.5s. But this season, the value there.
It
Robertson for 7 mil.
seemed bonkers to have a 7.5 defender on my team. Now I've got 3 defenders over 7
Yeah,
million.
I mean, you see the price differences in these days. I think either way, you make a decision, and you're spreading that 100 mil across the pitch. You know you're going to be solid in every position. You're going to have at least 2 in every position that you're going to be focused on.
We also got posed good achievements
Yes.
that we've had.
So I put a tweet out recently and it said, what is your biggest achievements in FPL history? Could be from last season or your times playing in FPL. And we had some really good interaction. And
Oh, you want your phone?
I have to get it up now, guys. So,
Can I tell you my biggest achievement?
yeah, of course.
So once, a few seasons ago, my starting 11 had 22 points. My bench had a whopping 47.
Wow. And that was a bench boost, of course?
No, unfortunately not. I
You
had
what?
22 points.
You what?
I felt so sick. I was so sick.
Yeah.
Right.
So, we had one reply from FPL Magique.
Magic.
And he says his best memory in FPL is winning his mini league. Him and his brother and their best friend and about 20 to 25 co-workers. That's always a good one when you win the work mini league, isn't it, Signore?
Bragging rights.
Absolutely. I'll bring the trophy out soon. In the final game week of the 1920 COVID-19 season, this year so far, I'm very happy to have joined the FPL community here on Twitter. So his biggest achievement was winning the mini league. Next one we have FPL Cop, and I saw this a few weeks ago and I was really, really interested in this. And it says the 90th minute winner from KDB,
Ah, this looks good.
Kevin De Bruyne's goal, won him a mini league and won him 360 smackaroonies. and also got another first place and a second in 2 other leagues. But the season absolutely cleaned up. So he's talking about the Man City versus Norwich game. And
So that fly's come on my head.
I think De Bruyne scored very, very late on in that game, 90th minute, to win him some points.
Well, there you go.
To set up the win. I think that's fantastic. We've got one from FPL Health, and he's been fantastic and really interacting with us on the Twitter. Similar to what you spoke about, but he captained Antonio on the 4-goal haul versus Norwich, which was, I think, like
In 2020.
Yeah, which basically effectively kept us up that season.
That was a game changer for me because obviously we had that bit of a break, and then I thought, you know what, I need to look at something different because I was like 200 points in my mini league behind the leader, and it seemed like game that they were going to win it.
Yeah.
Well, Signore came in with a cheeky Antonio in midfield, and hey.
So what many points we're talking there? 22? 23? No, 20 points it would have been, wouldn't it?
No, we had more than 20. It was like 24 points,
25
26
maybe?
points. It was
with the
big.
bonus points. So
Yeah,
imagine that as a
it was
captain.
big.
That would have changed someone's season, wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
well, that got me back in the running with the mini league, and I ended up winning it that season. So
Next one we have from Booze or Lose FPL, and he says, taking a gamble on Danny Ings in the 1920 season paid off nicely. So that would have been when he was at Southampton,
I would have thought so.
and he doesn't really remember the game week, but he had him from game week 1, and his ownership was low, so obviously a massive differential, and it works. That's fantastic for him. But yeah, I really like it. The last one, which really made me laugh, is from Captain Salah. So the name, you Captain Salah. Oh no, his biggest achievement was triple captain in Son. Make of that what you wish. But fair play to Captain Salah. Thanks very much for that sending
And
that
thank
one
you,
in.
folks.
Cheers,
It's been
mates.
lovely catching up with you all again. Oh God! And now the season really is well and truly on its way.
Right, I asked you at the last part of the episode last time, and I said, how's the stress levels? What about now?
No, I still feel sick.
Do you know what? I still feel calm. I'm not going to lie.
Oh,
I
Scott.
think I did what I needed to do last season, and I'm happy with that. That's my biggest achievement, really, was getting in the top 40k. You know, winning a lot of those mini leagues.
Do you know what it is? At this point, I've got my team sorted.
Yeah.
But now this
It's
season,
the slight
I
bit of
haven't.
tinkering. It's the second choice. It's the second guesses. Is it the £5 million midfielders better than the 6? Is the £6 million midfielders better than the 8? Which is the best £8 million midfielder? Haaland versus Kane. There's still
Scott, I
a
don't
lot of
know.
debates going
I
on.
need a crystal ball.
And
Anyway,
we'll have to send out a final team selection.
Can we
probably.
tweet Mr. Meg?
Yeah, maybe should
They
be
on
able to
Twitter?
answer. Look, touch my head.
Wait.
Okay,
Okay,
crystal
there you go.
ball.
Well, the fly keeps touching your head.
Yeah, but there you go.
So join us next time at FPL Agony, where we will be sharing more stress, anxieties.
And agony that make us love the pain of this game.
Remember, FPL doesn't have to be.
FPL.